All right. Hey, what's up everybody? You are watching Fun with the Gun once again, and today we are reviewing the Vortex Viper PST 4-16x50 first focal plane model. Whew, what a mouthful, right? Okay, so let's delve right into this thing. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a general overview before we start talking about the things we like and the things we don't like. I made myself a little idiot sheet here because it really helps get all the details in there. So, first of all, we've got the first focal plane here. Now, you may be wondering what that means. Basically, what we're dealing with first focal plane is that when you adjust the magnification of the scope, you're also adjusting the size of the reticle, and that helps with zeroing the gun. Because basically, when that reticle gets bigger, as you increase the magnification, you don't mess up your zero like with a second focal plane. It's a little bit more expensive, but we feel like that's really worth it for a long-range scope.
Yeah, especially because we did it in milliradians.
Yeah, you do have the option of going with milliradians or MOA with the Vortex PST line of scopes. You can get either one. So, moving on, we do have a glass-etched reticle that's also illuminated. There's 10 levels of brightness. It has a 30mm tube, fully multi-coated, side focus, zero stop. We do have these really cool fiber-optic reference points at both the magnification here and also for the elevation. So that's really nice. We have a proprietary EVR1 reticle that Vortex etches onto these models of scope. It's a really nice reticle. We like it a lot. We have quarter MOA adjustments, not half MOA, so that's great for a precision scope. And last but not least, 4 inches of eye relief. So, now that we've gotten a little bit of a general overview here, let's kick right off into some of the things that we like. Okay, so, starting out here, outstanding eye relief. I absolutely love the eye relief at almost every magnification level here. At the smallest level of magnification, you get 4 inches. Wow, that is incredible. We have these nice fiber optic reference points. I already talked about these a little bit, but basically they're just nice when you're in broad daylight. It helps to have them there. The glass is incredibly clear. Really, this is top level glass. This scope was not cheap, though comparatively speaking, we think it is. The glass is absolutely out of this world. It's some of the best glass I've ever had the pleasure to look through. What do you think of it?
I love it. I love it. I think we got a great value for our buck.
Absolutely. Okay, so moving on here, we've got 2 different image focusing points. One at the rear here to adjust the clarity of the image, and then one here on the side for range. So, you know, between 25 yards to 150 and infinity, you've got different adjustment points for different ranges. We do have the MRAD version of this reticle here. Like we said before, there's MOA and there's also MRAD. We went with MRAD because we feel it's a little bit better for range estimation at very long ranges. It seems to be what most people use. The package came with a free scope cover and also a sunshade, so that's a really nice deal, not having to go out and buy those yourself later on. We really feel like that's a great value for the price that you're paying for this
Although
scope.
the scope cover broke a few days ago.
Yeah, but it's free.
Yeah,
so,
the
I mean,
bikini cover, not an expensive item.
Can't complain, I don't think. So, last but not least, we do have an illuminated reticle, which is perfect for low light and no light shooting conditions. Really an excellent little feature there. We've got, like we said before, 10 different levels of brightness.
Right, and it turns off in between each setting.
Yeah, which
So
is
you don't have to,
absolutely fantastic. This is...
One click on,
Yeah.
the next click off, the next click higher, next click off.
Yeah.
Really nice.
So that's everything that we really, really like about this scope. We feel that it's an excellent value. Now let's talk about what we don't like. There's not much, but there's a few things. Starting out, let's get right into the illumination here, because that's one thing that I feel that a lot of people are going to have an issue with, because that's what I hear a lot about. So the highest level of illumination is actually not visible during the daylight. At the same time, though, it's during the day. Why do you need illumination during the day? Yeah, it's etched onto there.
It's made for dawn and dusk shooting.
Yeah, and it's not a red dot sight.
Yeah.
Can you really complain?
No.
Okay, like we said before, our bikini cap broke, but it was free. It's
Right.
Just go out and buy another one. It's fine. The only real issues that I have with it are that at the highest magnification level, the eye relief is not the absolute best, but it's still very, very manageable. Don't get me wrong. It's not unusable. It's still good. It's just not great.
Well, if you have the gun, we both shoot it. If you're the single shooter, you're going to customize everything. You're going to have the buttstock, so when your cheek hits it, it's in the same place every time. Eye relief is not going to be a problem.
Yeah, yeah. So last but not least, the weight. And I know you'll give another devil's advocate for this, which is good. So it's 22 ounces, and that's a lot for a scope.
Well, you're not going to be holding this gun up and shooting it, are you, at 300 yards? If you are, you're going to have to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, because most guns that accommodate that distance, it's going to be pretty heavy.
Exactly. It's a precision rifle scope. It's going to be on a gun that you're not going to be carrying around.
And it's going to be on a bipod, or you're going to have it on a bench, or you're going to have it somewhere that you're not holding it in midair.
Okay, so those are the only issues that I really have with this scope. There's really not any real issues. This is a phenomenal scope. So the price point is the last thing we should talk about. How much did you pay for this scope?
$1,000.
$1,000.
And I think I got a deal.
We feel that this scope...
Researched.
Yeah, we researched a lot before we purchased this. And the reason we went with the Vortex Viper PST is that we feel that the features that you get on this scope for the amount of money that you're paying is really an exceptional value, if not a fantastic value. If you look at other options, just to name a few, Leupold, Night Force, US Optics, to take a few, those are all really, really expensive for the same types of features that you get in this scope. That would cost you $250, $500, maybe even $1,000 more to get the very same level of features you'd be getting.
Yeah, it all depends on your pocketbook. You know, I mean, you can pay, the sky's the limit. So how much you want to pay for a scope. This seemed to be the scope that fit into our equation.
We feel that for $1,000, this is the absolute best that you're probably going to be able to get.
Yeah, and it has the unconditional
VIP
warranty.
Yeah.
Lifetime. Just something happens to the scope, send it back. They fix it or replace it.
Vortex has an amazing
No
warranty.
problem. If you're wondering why we chose MRADs instead of minutes of angle, you might want to watch a video or two from the National Shooting
Sports Foundation.
Yes, National Shooting Sports Foundation. They have some great videos explaining the difference between millirads and MOA. And we chose MRADs because at a distance, if you know the size of the object, you can calculate the distance.
Yep, it's fantastic. Yeah. All right, so that's gonna finish up our review here. Now let's get on to some shooting and show you what this scope can really do. All right, so we just discovered a pocket of insurgent terrorist sodas. They're about 100 yards away. Not to worry though, the Vortex Viper, they'll never see it coming. So let's deal with them. Looks like that big blue one is the ringleader. Let's take him out last. We don't negotiate with terrorists.
All right, we're going to finish up the day today at 350 yards. Why? Well, why not?
Hit! That was a hit.
Yep, I saw it dance. Oh yeah, got the range. All right, done.
All right, everybody, so as you can see, clear as day, this is an incredible scope. Very, very accurate from close to long range. It is just a phenomenal piece of scope right here.
Yeah, for $1,000, I don't think you can go wrong.
Yeah.
Yep, you should give it a try. I mean, if you can, if you want to, give it a shot. We, you know, we're very fortunate. We have this range out here, which we have, you know, we can shoot up to 550, 600 yards if we want. We're shooting 350 today, and we feel very fortunate to have this. I know not all of you have that luxury, and so, you know, we test things out. Hopefully you can learn from things as we learn from them.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate your viewership, and I think we're signing out here.
All right, everybody. Thank you all once again so very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Show us some support, and we will see you all in the next video. This has been Fun with the Gun, signing out.
Take care.